Hi, welcome back to Koi Nations Magazine. We're still here in Laguna Beach, California, and our publisher Michael Cox just had to talk Showa selection with Laguna Koi Ponds owner Ben Plonski, who happens to be an expert in Showa selection and, well, everything koi.
Hey everybody, we're back here today at Laguna Koi Ponds. We're in Laguna, California. Real excited, got a lot of good stuff for you planned out, all right? So come on, let's go check it out. Hey, buddy. Hey, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you, buddy. It's good to see you again. I'm all right.
Sorting through some of the new fish we got in from Japan.
Well, check that out, man. All right.
Nice little new guys. We're just kind of sorting through them.
So, obviously, we're in a quarantine room, so we're just quarantining?
Yeah, actually, they just came out of quarantine about 3 weeks, and they went through all their tests and medications, and they're ready to go.
So these are ready for sale now. You're just, what are you doing? Trying to go through and decide who?
See which some of the nicer ones and
who costs what?
Yeah, we got to price them out because anytime we get a shipment of fish, there's always some, you know, a few really good ones, some pretty good ones, and a couple of so-so.
Okay.
So I like to sort through them. And
well, I actually already see a couple in here that I actually think are pretty cool.
Yeah. Well,
what do you?
Their colors are bright and nice patterns, and we've got some tanchos, some goshikis, some goromos, and some showas, and there's little genrin.
Yeah, little genrin shiro. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, every variety has a certain characteristics, traits that you look for.
Right.
But overall, you want to find a fish that has bright colors, deep colors, and a nice balanced pattern. And of course, the body shape should be right. You want to double check real close. Sometimes you can get fooled by a nice pattern, but you look closer and the body shape might be off.
Right, absolutely.
Like example, here we got a really nice little shoal right here, but if you look real close, you see how the head and bone structures turn a little bit this way?
Yeah, he's a little crooked, and that's actually a very common thing with Showa, is to have a crooked head.
So you want to look close. Don't be just attracted by the pattern and the color, because that can throw you.
And this is actually a really good representation of a fish that would do exactly that, because it's very, you know, sparkly. The sumi on it is very, very nice. Come here.
First look, you'll think it's nice, and you look closer. So
yeah,
that fish is pretty, but
not very cooperative, but it is pretty.
You want to spend a lot of money on a fish like that.
Right, but look at that sumi. It's very nice, great.
Black, nice red, even the pattern's decent.
Yeah.
But because of the bone structure, that fish is only.
Yeah, you can see it's actually a little deformed right here. You can see where it actually sticks out a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, Gene. If you can get a close-up on it, let's see if we can calm them back down.
That'll keep that fish at about a $20 value because of that.
Because of that one, and that's, you know, that's good, and it's a shame. But it's actually, you know, I'd like to also point out though, it's not a bad starter fish.
Yeah.
For somebody just getting started in the hobby, you know, that would be a fish that they could, right.
Yeah, it's pretty. And,
something they could learn from.
Yeah. Now, so, like say for example, next.
Well, now that we've priced this, can we take this one out?
Yeah.
We'll take this one out. Look at that. It's a nice fish, huh?
Here's another little Showa. It's real pretty. It's got nice markings. It's healthy. It's a little lighter. It's not heavy in the black. And what you want to look for, this is a very pretty, affordable fish. Again, it's affordable because it's lacking in some of the pattern on the body. So it doesn't have a powerful red pattern. It doesn't look balanced, okay? It's pretty. It'll look nice in your pond, but a fish like this is only going to get about a $35 or $40 price tag.
Right.
So sometimes just a few things missing on the fish can keep the price down.
And that's really what we're, that's where we're talking about price and stuff. So we know that this fish right here, this little Showa, this little guy, lacking in some of its pattern back here, doesn't have any benny, it's got some sumi coming up on its backside. Let's try not to stress them out too much here. But yeah, we see what you're talking about. So we know what that is.
It's not balanced. The quality is nice, but it doesn't have a balanced pattern, and that'll hold the price down.
Okay, so we know that one.
We got a little fish like this Showa right here.
Now this is my favorite one, and this is the one that strikes me.
It's got a nice body shape. You look close. It's got nice fins. The fins are clear. The pattern is balanced from head to tail, side to side, and the color is nice, deeper color. In fact, this kind of color on this fish can actually improve over time. If you look at this little gray area here in the white, that can actually become darker with age and get a little more black color in that area, so it'll help to balance the fish out, look even prettier. Okay?
Right.
So, and you also, another really thing you want to look at is how clear the fins are. If you see clear fins with hardly any color, including black, okay, that's a sign of a higher quality fish. It usually tells you that fish is a little more refined. The genetics of the fish are a higher quality Showa, okay, or Kohaku, or Sanke, or Utsuri, any of the above, okay. So clear fins are important. So sometimes it's a small detail that can make a big difference in a price. And a fish like this here would probably go up to 125 or maybe even 150 bucks, depending on the size of the fish.
Right. And this is just a very young fish still. It's Tosai, born this year. So it still has a long way to go.
And you do want to kind of know what the bloodline is on the fish. This fish comes from a gentleman in the Niigata Mountains, Yamakoshi village called Tanaka, or his farm is called Maruju. And so he does have some good bloodline traits. Now those are all good things to look at and hope for, okay? And you want to know all these details about a fish, especially if you're buying one that's a little more expensive.
Right.
They give you clues as to how long that fish will maintain its quality.
Right.